World champion Ding Liren returns to mainstream chess after a long absence. His world championship victory, Liren is playing with the black pieces and with the white pieces. He starts the game with d4 and Liren responds with bringing his knight out with knight to f6. Here is being played right now. So this is a classical match with I think both players have 90 minutes each. So 3 hours game. So long game. So we won't be waiting for them to play all the moves here. So after knight f6, d4 is pushed here by Vidit, indicating he's going to bring his knight out, going for the gambit line here. So let's see what Liren plays now, and he waits for his move. So he plays e6 here, and indicating activating the bishop, and knight comes to c3 here, making it the king game. And Liren immediately brings his bishop out here, winning his knight here. This is the ninja in the defense board right now. So knight here is pinned here, but it's a very simple variation played, and now f3 is played here. So this pawn push indicates the march variation of the ninja in the defense on the board. So the players basically takes their time. So let's go ahead to the game, see what happens. So pawn push to d5, challenging the pawn structure in the center, and immediately a3 is pushed by Vidit, hitting this bishop. So bishop, instead of going and capturing the knight and doubling up the pawns here, and the bishop retrieves to e7 here, and pawn push to e4 now, attacking the central pawn structure of black here, and after that, the d pawn captures the e4 pawn. F pawn captures back, creating this strong pawn center for white here for Vidit. So d5 is pushed by Liren, trying to contest that from central control, and d5 is pushed not for going for the capture and attacking the pawn structure here. So after the p pawn captures the d5 pawn here, the pawn is basically captured back here, allowing the formation of this pawn island on both of the side of the boards here. Liren got his island with 3 pawns each, and 4 2 2 pawns for Vidit here. So Liren now goes for the castling here on the king side, whereas the king side of Vidit is quite undeveloped. So he develops the bishop to e2 first, not allowing the bishop to come in here, and a6 is pushed by Liren now, allowing him to push the pawn here to b5 and attack this weak pawn right away. So after that, knight now jumps here to f3, and h6 is pushed by Liren now, like not allowing the knight to come in here. Bishop comes to f4 here, and develops the bishop. Bishop to d6 by Liren now. So queen could comes to d2 here, protecting the bishop, and rook to e8 is played here, winning bishop of with it. So he goes for castling on the king side now as of the 14th move, and bishop to g4 by Liren, attacking this knight here, which is protected nicely. So this allows, because of the rook here and because of the pawn as absent here, bishop could go into this d3 square on this active light square diagonal, and bishop goes ahead and captures the bishop on f4. Queen captures back here. So knight immediately goes to d7, and both the players have now finished their development moves. And knight now goes to d2 by with it now reorienting his knight back here, connecting both these knights here, but it also cuts off this nice bishop's space on that side square. So bishop drop backs to h5 now, and bishop to f5 by Vidit, and bishop now goes to g6, knight jumps to e4, and after the bishop captures, queen captures back here. So b5 is pushed here, attacking the backward pawn. Pawn captures the pawn, and a pawn captures back here, and now knight captures the knight, and knight captures back here. So this allows this pawn to be captured here, and after that, queen comes here to b8. Now, as you can see, this pawn structure, this pawn didn't add any opposition from any of this pawn here. It's a passed pawn, and now because of this capture, that pawn is gone, and a4 is pushed here, supporting the knight with his attack, and now rook comes here, attacking the queen and attacking the pawn, winning the pawn back here. So the queen moves to f4, this pawn is trapped now, and queens are exchanged and rook captures back. So rook to d1 and pawn goes to d4 now. And once the rook is captured, knight captures back here. So rook to c1 is played, rook to a8 now attacking this pawn here. And after the capture of this pawn here, knight immediately jumps in here, attacking both the pawn and the rook at the same time, helping you win the pawn back. So rook goes into c6, attacking the knight. Knight will recapture the pawn and then attack on this pawn here. So even point wise, the position is equal, and its position is still equal as you can see on the bar here. So after the b3 move, knight goes to b2, rook to d6, and rook d8 attacking the knight, and the rook goes to d2, counter attacking the knight, and both the knights are exchanged off the board. So king comes up the board f8, and both the kings start coming towards the center, and the pawn is pushed in here, and now position is freed, and this game basically ends in a draw for both of the so this is the return match of Ding Liren. It's end up in a draw. We'll be back with more videos from the Tata Steel and other championships. So keep watching. Please subscribe and follow if you haven't done so. So thank you.